now these hot days is a mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that, and he enters the confines of a tavern, clasping his sword upon the table, and says, God send me no need of thee, and, by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come, thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
And what too?
Nay, and there were two such, we should have done shortly, for one would kill the other. Thou, why, thou wilt quarrel with a man that hath a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thou hast hazel eyes. What eye, such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head hath been beaten as idle as an egg for quarreling. Thou hast quarrelled with a man for coughing in the street, because he had wakened thy dog that had lain asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with the tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for tying his shoes with old ribbon? And yet thou wilt tutor me for quarreling.
And I were so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should buy this fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple? Oh, simple.
Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out.
By my head, here comes the couplets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good evening. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, coupled with something, make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort? What dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us. Look to hear nothing but discourse. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Sounds consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of man. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your doings, or else depart here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure. I.
Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out.
If he were your livery. Mary, go before to field. He'll be your follower. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better trim than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee, thou must excuse the appertaining rage. To such a greeting, villain, I am none. Therefore farewell, I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. Till thou shalt not the reason of my love, and so, good Capulet, which name I tender, as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, come, dishonorable, foul submission, alas, toccata, carries it away. Tybalt, you rat-catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good kings of cat, nothing but one of you, your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of his poacher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears, eerie it be out.
I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Vai dia. Dale que. Ya y son seis.
Draw, Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbidden bandying in Verona streets. Hold, Tybalt, good Mercutio.
Away, Tybalt! I am hurt. A plague of both your houses. I have sped. Is he gone and hath nothing?
What art thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch, a scratch. Mary, 'tis enough. Where is my page? Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague of both your houses. Sounds a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat to scratch a man to death. A burgher, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. By the devil, came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms meat out of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses.
This gentleman, the prince near alley, my very friend, hath got his moral hurt. In my behalf, my reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my kinsman, O sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor's deed.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes his furious Tybalt, back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain, away to heaven, respectively, vanity, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again. That late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul, is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine, to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both, must go with him.
Thou, wretched boy, that didst consort him here, shalt with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Can do kung fu, do the